it is my cluster, so it is now cluster here, and I will bring here my, let's say critical or not critical. Let's say I will bring the status. For status I will go into my fact table, and from here I can bring my activities. Status is here to bring. So now status will show me the in progress, completed, how many in progress activities. You just click here and the data will be changing for the in progress see, in progress activity data is changing. These are the things going on for in progress activities. Okay, for completed, if you put completed, the data will be shown for these activities. So far we didn't bring here the trends, the SPI trend, CPI trend, cost variance, schedule variance trends. So trend analysis we can do in another dashboard, because all the information in one dashboard is not possible either. So you can put them in other for the analysis purpose. So this dashboard is done. So in the next you can say tab, I will be making another dashboard, and now we need to develop few more, 3-4 dashboard needs to be developed, because it's a complete system. We need to utilize all the key performance indicators in order to have a very good automated system. So let's move to the other part. So what we can do now, we can make a duplicate of this dashboard, because all the themes are already here. So we can do a very quick dashboard for, let's say, the same progress dashboard. And what I want here, let's say name it 1. So in this dashboard we want to bring the clustered value, not the S curve, because if we are looking right now S curve. So if you enlarge that value and you will be looking for the S curve, but we may want to see the clustered value with this combination. So whatever feels better. So simply I will just remove these values. What are these values? I want to bring my estimate earned value cost distribution in this part like this, and I also want to bring my planned value cost distribution here, and now I want to bring the actual cost as well. So here the actual cost is okay. So these are the, if you want to make a combination like this, we can use. If you want a data labeling on, so that can be done from here. It's all up to you if you want. So it will be like this. Similarly here, I will just close these values and bring the labor values now, and the labor values, planned value labor in this form, and the earned value labor will be, this is earned value labor here, and the actual labor will be here. So now actual labor is also planned value, earned value, actual, planned value cost, earned value cost, actual cost. So the same dashboard is also ready. So we can use this or the other one for the combination, whatever feels better to us. Furthermore, what we can do, we need to bring some trend analysis. So I will do a duplicate. So in duplicate, I'm going to make a trend analysis. Here we want to bring our descriptive trends. Trend analysis. Okay, so in trend analysis, what we need, I actually don't want these values because they are in my main dashboard. I don't want them either. Instead of these values, let's say I will just make it little bit behind so that my scale is fine. This designing part always takes time, so we need to be very patient and we need to be very critical thinker for that. What we want here right now, what I want to see the SPI trend, I want to see the schedule variance trend for cost and labor both. So I want to know them, how the trend was proceeding in my past, in my project in past. So let's say here this is cost wise in above, so I want to bring here the SPI and CPI of the cost. So let's bring the this is my cost, CPI of the cost in, let's say, line value or column value, whatever you put, it comes. Yeah, it's not good, we need to put in line. For that it's better to have this one. Okay, so lines are here, and also I need to have the SPI. We can put in same values or the two different, you see, like that. So these values are correct because whatever we have done so far, we are almost into the 6th or 7th hour of our training. So whatever we have done previously, so the data is coming accurate, we know that. We need to see the source. Maybe if this suddenly rise is coming in the CPI, so maybe it is happening due to some reason. See, maybe it is possible, these things are possible, sometimes it happens because maybe all of a sudden your cost shoots so much, or all of a sudden your progress done so much, you didn't put values accurately in the P6. It can happen, but the values are correct, I know that, and we will verify these things later. So what is happening here, SPI and the CPI. So we can add some marks in them if you want. We can go to some shapes, let's say shapes, marker, yeah, like that. So if you want to do, we can do that as well. And if you want some, you can bring here, for example, you are not looking right now properly what are the months. If it is not showing, okay, it is not showing properly. If I go one above, yeah, this is my year. Now these are the months, so maybe it is not showing month properly. If you drag down, still it is not. So there is one more way, you can always put this as well as a month number. Let's say if I don't use this one, what I can use else is the index. If I put the index here, it will be month numbers 1 2 3. You can use 15th month, 20th month, so it's all up to you what you want to use. Okay, so these are my not plan values. I want to change the title as well, so just come to title, and that will become my SPI and CPI cost. Okay, similarly I want to have the SPI schedule variance. Okay, I need to just reduce that so that both are on the, because same axis is going to be used for them. Now if I check both are same or not. Apparently both are same now, so we want to make this fine. What we want here, first I will just change the title. I want here schedule variances, schedule variance and cost variance of cost. We can put the percentage and we can put the value whatever we feel. So let's bring the percentages of schedule and cost variance. Cost variance percentage is here, and now I will bring my schedule variance percentage here, let's say here, and I want to change them to this part, let's say like this. Okay, so now they are behaving like this line and the color shade. If I bring them in one scale, one axis, they will be like this. So it's up to you how you want to analyze your data and monitor them. So this is my schedule variance, and there is one more option of doing this. Okay, I think it's fine. You can draw the line here, that the border line where if something is above, something is below, so it can be done. Let's say if I go into this area and my constant line, I want to add this for constant line number 1, which I want to color as a red color, and I want it to be dashed this at 0, and there should be a second. Okay, another constant line, I want it to be colored, not the third one. Okay, this is coming for, okay, the axis is this for primary access. And for secondary access, I think there should be a value I didn't find so far. Let's say if I bring them in same access, which is not much readable, this can be done. So it's your choice. If you want to bring another line, I think you need to just look how it can come here. So no big deal. So here also, if you want, we